Hello everyone, welcome to Serenity, Peace and Comfort. I'm Serenity, and in past videos I have mentioned that this is America's 250th birthday anniversary. So on this channel, we're going to celebrate that. So all during the year, we're going to do some wonderful videos to celebrate this wonderful event. And today, I have a great one for you. We are going to taste test some Colonial and Revolutionary War tea. And to do this, I have a box from the Oliver Pluff Company. I believe they're in Charleston. And I ordered some special historical teas that we're going to taste test and try out. So this should be a lot of fun. So let's start. I have ye old scissors. And we're just going to do a fun unboxing. So, boy, this tape is really tough. There we go. Receipt. Here they are. How fun. These are the teas from the Boston Tea Party. Now hopefully we all learned about that in school, but how amazing that we still have and companies still manufacture the teas, or I should say still grow, the teas from such a historical period so long ago. So, oh, look at this. Look at how lovely they look. Let me just arrange this so you can see. Okay, look at this. There are actually 5 teas here, and we're going to try at least 4 of them, and let's see what it says. We have Colonial Bohea, that's this one, so we're going to put that in one of our teacups. We have, let's see, Young Hyson, this one. Try that. And Singlo. Here's this one. And Lapsang Souchong. That's this one. And we have a Kongu. That's this one. So we're going to try at least 4 of them. But let's learn about them first. Now, Bohea, I know, has really played quite a part in our history. When King George closed the ports, it was to punish the people, and so to get them back, the patriots threw the tea into the harbor. I think it was somewhere around maybe today's money $1 million worth, which of course the king responded with his own punishment. But that's another story for another day. But we're going to try the Bohea. Now, Bohea, they're all black teas, apparently. Yes, except the Singlo is a green tea. And the Hyson, okay, the Hyson is a green tea too. The Bohea is a distinctive black tea blend with a light smoky flavor. Now, I'm an herbal tea girl. I'm not really a fan of black teas at all. But I'm willing to try all of this because I'm so curious, what was it about these teas that the colonists just loved? I mean, this was truly the favored drink over all the colonies. So I'm so curious how this could play such an important role in the war. So we're going to try a bunch of these. But first, let's take a look at the beautiful china we're going to be using. So to celebrate today, I pulled out all my teacups that come from England. How appropriate. And we have, this is Staffordshire, this one, which is a gift from a friend of mine. This is Ainsley. This is Spode. This is my favorite. And this is Broadhurst. And looking at my teapots, I think I'm going to use this one because this one here is the most historical. This one is one of the oldest antiques I have. It's from the early 1800s. And just look at the detail on this teapot. Look at how beautiful those delicate little flowers, hand painted of course, but just look at the detail and how beautiful this teapot is. So we're going to choose this one. And let's begin. Let me get the hot water and we're going to have some fun. Okay, so we're going to use my favorite teacup and teapot, and let's pour the Bohea. It smells, honestly, like burnt wood. So it's going to need a little bit of sweetness. And let's see how it tastes. Now, this was the most, these are tea leaves in there. This was the most popular of the colonial teas because it was probably the most affordable. But let's have a taste. Let's taste. It's very light. It's not too bitter, but it is a strange, smoky taste that would really take some acquiring to, I think. You'd have to really get used to this. The little honey does make a difference. So, yes, probably not a tea I would crave every day, but they did. And apparently over 240 tea chests, that's Caleb, over 240 tea chests were thrown overboard. So that's a lot of tea. So a lot of Bostonians were probably very upset. Let's try the next one. So our next tea is Lapsang Souchong, and this is from China. And there were 10 chests of these thrown into Boston Harbor. And again, it's supposed to be a smoky tea. I let it steep for about 3 minutes. And let's... Okay. And I don't mind a few tea leaves getting through, but it has the same color pretty much as the Bohea. Now, let's taste it. Okay. Tastes so similar to the Bohea. Smoky, like you're burning a log in the fire. That's exactly what it tastes like. Let's put a little honey in it. Okay, let's see if that helps a little bit. Apparently the Colonists did put honey in it, so we will too. Let's see if that does anything. Oh yes, it offsets that deep smoky flavor just a little bit. So I could see with maybe some cream. I'm not a cream drinker, but if you add a little cream, a little bit more honey. The Lapsang Souchong was Winston Churchill's favorite tea. But on to the third one. We're going to switch it up and go to a green tea. This is young Hyson. And why was it called Hyson? Apparently it was named after a gentleman named Philip Hyson, and this is a green tea. So it's steeped for 3 minutes. Again, we have some tea leaves that got in, but that's okay. Let's try it. I much prefer this one so far. This is a lot fruitier. It's got a little bit of an aftertaste, but this was a favorite of George Washington and Thomas Jefferson. And this was a very high quality tea from China, but more heavily taxed than the other teas. We're going to continue with the green tea. This one is called Singlo, and I believe 15 of chests of Singlo were destroyed during the Boston Tea Party. Another green tea. Let's try it. In China, there is a mountain where this is grown, and it's called Sunglo. So apparently the name must have kind of got morphed into Singlo. Now this is also a green tea. It has a very fruity smell, aroma to it, and it's less, I guess, expensive than the young Hyson. So it was more affordable for people. Let's try it. Steeped for 3 minutes as the others. Okay. Interesting. This is the young Hyson, and this is the Singlo. Not as dark a color. Let's taste it. That's very nice. I like that. I like this even better than the young Hyson. It doesn't have the same bitter aftertaste as the young Hyson does. I don't think this needs any honey. I don't add cream to any of my teas, so I could drink this just like this. Very nice. And interesting, it's more affordable than the young Hyson, but I would still prefer this one. All these teas come from China through the East India Company. And there were, let me see, how many? This Singlo has, let's see, how many crates? 60 crates of this tea was dumped. If you go to the Museum of the American Revolution in Philadelphia, they have some of the tea that actually was recovered from Boston Harbor. So they do have the leaves of the actual tea that someone scooped up out of the harbor and saved. They knew that what had happened was so historical, they wanted to save some of those tea leaves. And those tea leaves were saved down through the centuries, and they have them at that museum, or at least they did a couple of years ago. So, our forefathers, we salute you. So there you have it. We did 4 out of the 5 colonial teas, and I think Singlo for the win. If you'd like to order this, this is from a company called Pluff from South Carolina, and it would be a wonderful idea for homeschoolers, churches, community organizations, teachers, to expose everyone to some of the real historical reproduction artifacts that are so important to our history. And it just makes it so real and alive for people. And it's just a lot of fun to experience what our forefathers experienced. It's affordable, and I'll leave the information down below in the description. So there you have it, the teas of the Boston Tea Party. And we're going to go with Singlo. I hope you enjoyed this. We'll be doing tributes to America's 250th birthday anniversary throughout the year. And I hope you'll share this and subscribe and leave a comment. Which of my teacups did you prefer? And I will see you next time. In the meantime, God bless you.